Man the hull! Something's out there.
Could be the electric-y
You
thing.
sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
What the hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone.
Gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner, there's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Helpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready-o! Fire at will!
I don't think we're alone.
Well done, Nick.
Hunters! Look out!
The island has killed me. You sure as hell.
Oh, they got it. That's okay. Oh, there's something down there.
I'm a bad mate. I'm a legendary,
Oh,
I'm not
God.
that's it, mate.
What, mate? There we go.
I had no choice.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
You even have grenades equipped.
Possibly. I may have accidentally.
I saw
Here we come.
Rally!
Got
Defend
company.
the hull!
Right over here. Oh, what? Whatever. We got a. There he is. An angler.
Could be.
What am I meant to do? Let me go over to the next one. Oh, never mind.
Defend the harbor!
Got him.
Look at all the blood.
Are we done?
We're clear.
All right. Well done, all. Open the gate.
Well, I did better than last time. Someone's still alive down there. Last time all of them died. There's a woman too. Oh, and there's a
We
guy
made
over there
it.
too.
I can't believe it. Thank you.
Hey.
Ooh. Look. That's a new weapon.
It's a hat. What do you mean meat hook?
Yeah, neat hook. Yeah,
That was
we
some
could
fight.
take it.
Not
Oh,
bad, man.
bleh. Took it.
Not bad at all.
Took him pop. Antifreeze ball. Oh god.
Telephone. Toy alien.
Geiger counter doing
Okay,
cartwheels
so-
too.
Kinda tempted to take all this meat, but
I wouldn't bother.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Adam would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories that children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
See that sudden run off.
Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Probably Velma.
Fisherman Velma.
Town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to...
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagles Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
No, you would get.
Get, as she said.
You should get.
Yeah, as in, now get going.
Oh,
You're
no,
that
get good.
mainlander who just got here.
She's really
Better watch yourself, 'cause this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations, even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy, took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since, killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing.
Yes, I do.
But now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to Far Harbor. Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you,
She
because
has
your
strange
part
head
in the
movements.
story is filled
Like it doesn't
with
look
danger.
right on her neck.
Now, on
She
to the
relates to Melon
first
Murphy,
chapter
yeah.
in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
She had like weird. I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't look right on her neck. It was like
No.
her head was slightly detached.
That's probably just
Kind
because,
of like watching an owl.
you know, if you look at an owl, look into an owl's ear, you can see that hard.
Yeah, I know.
Owls are gross.
An owl doesn't exactly expect a human to force its ear open, though, does it?
If you're gonna ever give an owl a wet willy, it's
Everyone.
poking you on its eye.
Everyone!
We're trying to have a conversation here.
If you need
Shut
a room,
your
see
mouths,
Mitch.
open your damned ears! So the fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house!
Good.
Yeah!
Time to party!
Here's some Mitch.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya! Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this, top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
Not today.
More for the rest of us.
Someone has been sampling his own wares, I think.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia?
New magazine!
Look at the little guy on the ring.
Hey! I'm swimming in radiation. Look, guy.
It's alright over here.
Not enough
Heard there
folks
was a
value
scuffle
keeping
out
the
there.
old CPU sharp.
You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
Trust me, I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Already done.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
We're the only bar in town.
Let's go.
Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for the road. Tastes foul as sin, but it'll help.
Thank you.
We need to move through the main drag. Old Mountain Trail is where we're looking. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Oh, anything? I like the way those numbers flicker.
We ain't alone here. Look sharp!
Oh, I love this gun. I'm a bit far away, actually.
Yes.
Let's go for it. Ah! Missed. Oh.
Hope you choke on your own blood, you bastard!
I like this guy. There we go, got him. Sneak attack.
Time for a drink.
I panicked a lot with him. I wasn't expecting to be right there.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman out of you.
I like him.
He's a bit
See,
weird.
the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now...
I think we got plenty of that away.
What was that?
Just the fog goal. Ah, no, come on, come closer. Come closer.
Here's the...
Ooh.
This and we'll make it to Acadia.
Gosh, so
Game trails crisscross
the
the
fog ones
road,
are worse.
so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with.
seem to be getting a couple more rads in this
Your
one.
Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we get out of here.
I'm too damn sober for this.
Oops.
That's all you got. Here you go.
Find a bit of exercise, that. You like them puppies? We grow everything extra mean on the island.
Oh, you're gone.
Still got a ways to go.
And this particular place in the fog seems to be giving me a bit.
Hear that? Crawler. They usually stick to the deep fog. Best we steer clear. But you never know. When I was a young lad, no higher than your knee, the whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled. But they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. There's someone or something. Found you!
Oh,
They look like geckos.
maybe a bit.
Just really big ugly ones.
Whoa.
Oh,
Missed. Missed. Got. Oh! I cracked its shell off.
yeah, that's really good.
Count the ammo. What's left?
Oh. Here we go now. Awesome.
So I suppose you don't see people wearing Milo, can they?
Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them around.
Great! In an odd way, this place is kind of beautiful. It's pretty.
In a creepy kind of way.
Yeah.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
Alright, I'm listening. Tell me
I
about
think it's
Adam.
really well
Tell
with the
you.
suit.
Look
It does,
around.
doesn't it?
You stride through his kingdom.
So does
A
my
land blanketed beneath sacred
it does.
fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it. But I would be mindful where you step. After all, you are in Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a
I
fanatic,
got fed up with looking at her face. So I passed it out of
The damn hair.
conversation.
yeah, the air's clean. No
Well, she
fog.
is like bathed in
Acadia's not
radiation
too far
constantly.
now.
Yeah, but most of the followers of Atom are immune.
Sure.
Right, if this place is immune from the fog, why don't the residents of Far Harbor move up here?
It's a sleep colony.
I'm sure they could deal with it.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do. Just once, let me find a pair of socks that don't have holes in them.
God, he's an old man.
I like him though. He's cool.
I could go.
I can't wait to go on missions with him at some point. Come on then, Nick.
The hell, Nick? Is something wrong?
Nice wall there. Come on, Nick.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in.
Oh, hey, Nick.
You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you, as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know, Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room up there" argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with the fact that he's trying to convince humans that they're synths.
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
I was with my husband. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my son, Sean. And... well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign.
Incorrect. I mentioned that in a test with the Brotherhood.
Feelings. That's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
You should know. The Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
In the other one, you can say, "I'm with the Brotherhood."
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is, the risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
You just take a seat, I think. So.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with
You tracked Kasumi here.
nonsense with the atom
I'm
lunatics.
impressed.
They're
Perhaps
No.
not as quietly or
Can't do it,
efficiently
like-
as possible. But thankfully, she was never in any real danger.
She stole
I'm
my
afraid
hair.
your journey was unnecessary.
And,
Dearest Faraday,
Kiri's outfit.
relax.
I really want to be sarcastic to her, but that's because I don't like her in my other one.
One of the
Sod it.
And
Very
miss out on a
adorable.
fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to.
Great.
Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Alright. Still don't like you. Where's the other one now? Hello? There you are.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. There's a boat along the coast of the island. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So,
somebody already died. Do you want to go at it?
Someone already died, and I don't want to see it happening again. Do you want to go? Okay.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
You're kind of cute.
Stop being so gay.
Nah, I prefer my neck.
But his face is coming out.
Wee.
Demon looks like the bog.
Should I go talk to people, or should I just go down and talk to her?
So to Kazumi, that's what you're here for.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Because you're not really their daughter. You're a synth.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone?
Memories are dreams.
I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
Look, I get it. They hired you to bring their daughter back, and I wish I could. I really do. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on than just the refuge. I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running for long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I'll see if I can find a way inside that room.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Nope. No, it isn't. Right, well, Thank you all for watching. If you have liked it, please remember to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Farewell, folks.
Let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.